I have 3 5/6 yards of string. I cut off 2 1/6 yards for my sister. How much do I have left? Those clue words tell me what I need to do. So what do you think that we're going to be doing in this problem? Subtracting, correct. Okay, so what are we going to be subtracting? 3 5/6 minus 2 1/6. Give it a try. As we subtract, it's the same process as when we were adding. So the first process was whole number. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Second was numerator. 5 minus 1 is 4. Denominator, 6. Circle. So you learned the process in the last lesson. We're going to keep the process the same. Now, in this problem, it's a little different because we're going to have to regroup, just like we do in subtraction. So I want you to give it a try, but think about the fact that we're going to have to regroup. Before we go and answer that question, let's try a simple subtraction problem. Write this problem down on your paper. Now, we have to regroup because we have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Can I take 8 away? Let's try it. Let's try taking 8 away. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's no more to take away. All right, so we're going to have to regroup. To regroup, we borrow from the tens and we add it into the ones place. So now we have 13. So if we have 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 13. Now let's take away the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much is left over? 5. 3, take away 5. Again, if I have 3, can I take away 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's nothing else to take away. So we're going to have to regroup. We're going to add 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 13. Now, can I take away 5? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's left over? 8. And there's the answer. You have to regroup. That's the only way this is going to work. So let's go back to the problem here and take a look again. So the first method is to ungroup it. What that means is we're going to take this 7 1/5 and it's going to break it down into 6. Now remember, because I'm having a 6, I can ungroup one of them because that equals 1. So 6 plus 1, that's 7 plus 1/5. Okay, so now I have 6 6/5. And I can take that and subtract it by 2 4/5. And you guys know how to subtract fractions. You guys are good at this. Whole number. 6 minus 2 is? What's the next thing we do? Numerator, 6 minus 4 is, and the last part, well, second to last. Slide over the denominator, and then the last part, circle. Okay, so that's the first step, the first way, and that is called ungroup. And this right here is the ungrouping part. You're taking one of them away and making them into a fraction. The next method is to convert to improper fractions. So 7 times 5 is 35, plus 1 is 36. And remember, the denominator stays the same, minus 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14 fifths, so 14 fifths. And now we subtract, and we can go 36 minus 14. 6 minus 4 is 2, 2. So we have 22 fifths. Now, you all know that I don't like to leave things as improper fractions, so you need to convert it to a mixed number. You do that by simplifying. So 5 divided by 22. How many times can 5 go into 22? 4. 20, subtract 2, 2 fifths. There's the final answer. Again, convert to an improper fraction and then back to a mixed number. So you can choose which method you like better. Do you prefer to ungroup or convert improper fractions? Your choice. So on page 19, let's take a look at number 10. We have 3 2/3 minus 1 1/3. Now the process is going to be the same as we've been doing for adding. Whole number, numerator, denominator, circle. Same process. So let's get started. What's the whole number? Okay, what's our fraction going to be? And 2 1/3 is our answer. Now in this next problem, notice that there is a 1 here and a 5 there. So if I have 1, can I take away 5? No. So that tells me that I'm going to need to regroup. So to regroup, what do you think we do? 4 plus, now use your denominator to figure out what is our whole going to be. So now we have 4 and 7, 6, minus 3 and 5, 6. Hey, we're back to something we can do. We can even do this in our head. What's next? What's next? And last? There we go. Now there is a third or a second way to answer this problem. So let's take a look at that. There is a second way to do this. We can change these mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 is 31, 6, minus 6 times 3 is 18, plus 5, 23, 6. And now we subtract 31 minus 23. Remember, we're going to have to regroup. Eight, 0. So we get 8 6. Now we have to divide that. 6 divided by 8 goes in there one time with a remainder of 2, 6. So you can choose either method. All right, question number 13. We have 4 minus 2 and 3/8. Now for this one, think about how are you going to regroup? Give it a try. What are you going to do? We got to move this 4 to a 3 and 8/8. Where did I get these 8/8 from? Where did that come from? Because we need the denominators to be the same. Can we solve that? Yes. All right, let's give it a try. What's the first thing? Next. All right. I want you to do numbers 14 and 15. Pause the video, and then I'll show you the right answer. All right, here's the answers for number 14 and 15. Did you remember to regroup? So here's all the steps for adding or subtracting. First, if you're subtracting, you need to regroup. Okay? If you're subtracting, you regroup if needed. Then, whether you're adding or subtracting, you do the whole number. Whether you're adding or subtracting, you do the numerator. If you subtracted, if you need to, simplify. Remember, that means divide. And finally, circle your answer. You got this. Have faith in yourself. All right, the last thing we're going to do is take a look at these story problems. A bag contains 6 2/3 cups of flour. Scott used 2 1/3 cups to make some bread. How much flour was left in the bag after she made the bread? Now, I wrote out the fractions, the mixed numbers here, but look here at how it has the word used. When we're going used, we're going to be subtracting. You guys know how to do this. Don't let the word scare you. Look at what it's asking and then do that. 6 2/3 minus 2 1/3. You can do that. Next we do what? And finally, there we go. You guys got this. Don't let it scare you. All right, number 17. On Monday, Tammy worked 4 1/4 hours on the project. On Tuesday, let's stop and write that down. 4 1/4 hours. On Tuesday, she worked 1 3/4 hours. How much time did she spend on the project in all? So when you see all, what are we going to do for that? We're going to add. So what do we do first? Then, and finally, let's simplify this. Here we go. Simplify to, we circle our answer. I forgot something. I've forgotten something important. Up here, I should have the word cups. And down here, I should have hours. Because that's what we're talking about. We should always label what it is when it's a story problem.